What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero. Welcome back to Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club Blind. In the last episode, we got to read the second poems from everyone, and they definitely had a stronger, darker undertone than the previous ones. So, like I said, I'm just waiting for this darkness to surface, to reveal itself, and I don't doubt they're gonna hold back at all when it does. But they also alluded to this festival, where each of us is apparently going to recite a poem, and that's what Monica was just about to tell us. So, Monica, please do tell us about your poem titled, The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Probably a mix of both. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. I don't know if it was like good for her to go first and that it would be like maybe inspiring or assuring that, you know, you can do it, or intimidating. Like, wait, we're supposed to recite like that? Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Interesting, why does Yuri want to go next so badly now? What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri, come on. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Is she trying to like compete with Monica or something? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Oh, how are you going about this situation that totally needs saving? I'm the first to start applauding, and everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Wow, that's shocking. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Whoa, she got off screen real fast. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. A lot of giggling, I guess, Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. Is that maybe her, like, nervous tick? How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, here we go. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet, as we know we've come to expect from her. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tsunohara liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Are we like some incredible judge of, you know, poetic character or something like that? I feel like if anybody, we would have the least meaningful opinion. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. In front of everyone, all 4 club members as opposed to, you know, an entire audience maybe. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? I mean, are they gonna be reciting more than one poem? Like, she can just pick one poem and practice reciting that one poem. Okay, now, who's next? Natsuki? Doesn't seem too excited about it. Don't make me go before Tsunohara. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tsunohara lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. When it comes to these sorts of things, I usually do try to go first just because I want to get it over with. I hate being nervous for prolonged periods of time, and I'd much rather just go for it. Not to mention, a lot of times the first person to do something is usually given a little bit more leeway. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. How much time we got? Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Why else do you think we're looking at you? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Oh boy. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, she kind of is going to do so. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Aw, that's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. We don't really have many other options. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Interesting, so they're not even going to force them to read their own poetry. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. And sometimes that's all you can ask for. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Yeah, this typical banter, everybody shipping us with one of the characters. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Tsunohara, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Huh? I wonder why. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Some sort of hypothetical to test whatever internal hypothesis she has. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh my goodness, I actually have to make a decision? I would walk home with Yuri, or I would still walk home with Sayori. I'm tempted to save here. I'm tempted to save, just for the sake of it. Because I'd imagine this is going to have some pretty big consequences, and I'm gonna want to explore other routes. Clearly, we're walking down the Yuri path here. But would I walk home with Yuri, or would I walk home with Sayori? trying to think. If, like, you put things in, you know, put yourself in Sunohata's shoes and you're already kind of building this, like, you got this crush on Yuri or whatever. I'd probably still walk home with Sayori. Because, like, she's still, like, your friend that you walk home with every day and everything. I feel like it'd be kind of a jab to her to take that away just because, you know, the person you like or something like that asks you to do the same thing. I hope this doesn't hurt my, like, potential to explore Yuri's storyline. But I'll choose Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. I hope that doesn't, like, hinder our chances to explore Yuri's route. Because, like, that's clearly the route I'm aiming for here. But you're so silly, Sunohata. Think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows, indeed. I dig this music remix too. Alright, what do we want to choose again? I'm gonna go with Crimson. Am I gonna go with Crimson? Maybe Tenacious? No, yeah, we'll go with Crimson. And Horror, because usual. Ooh, Horror or Determination? I'm gonna go with, or Existence. I'm gonna go with Horror. Aura, Waterfall, Rain Cloud, Cute Grief, Secretive, Entropy. I like Entropy. Fantasy Infinite, gotta go with Infinite. Oh, Infinite or Shiny. Oof. I do think they're intentionally pitting certain words against each other in this poem making process. I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna go with Infinite. Effulgent. I actually don't, or Effulgent. I don't actually know what that means. We're gonna go with Dark. Games. Universe. We'll go with Universe, actually. Intellectual. Yeah. Sunset, Sunny, Friends, Electricity, Incongruent. I dig Incongruent. What else do we have here? Peaceful. I don't really like too many words here. I think we're actually gonna go with something like... Actually, we're gonna go with something like Depression. Imagination, maybe? Ambient. I like it. Ambient. Or Eternity. Eternity's cool. Amazing Fun. We're gonna go with Hope, because always. Raindrops, probably. What else? Nightgown. Is that the first time that's shown up? I think it has. I think it is. Breathe, Color, Fireflies, Melody, Chocolate, Play. We'll go with Breathe. Giggle, Philosophy, Frightening, Fester, Joy, Defeat. We're gonna go with Philosophy. Definitely not Email. We're gonna go with Variance. Playground, Spinning, Papa, Heaven Sent, Disoriented, Starscape, Nibble. What a funny word. We'll go with Starscape. Passion, Strawberry, Despise, Anxiety, Disarray. I think I'm gonna go with Disarray here. Vanilla, Lollipop. Vanilla's actually, it's considered boring, but it's actually a flavor I really enjoy. We're gonna go with that. Romance, Sensation, Rainbow, Vertigo, Explode, Dazzle, Fluffy, Poof. Poof. We'll go with Poof, because it's just a funny word. And then After Image or Infallible. Ooh, I'm gonna go with After Image. And let's see how it goes, I guess. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. Is she really practicing piano again? I don't know about that. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Nonsky? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Ooh, what are you excited for then? But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Yeah, no kidding. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Not a fan, but squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Wait, yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Why would Monika not liking squid be so shocking? Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Oh, Ika. I get it. Mon Ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Oh, interesting. I've been saying these kind of like Japanese names, but I guess her name is more like pronounced Monica than Monica. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Yeah, Ika means squid for those that didn't get it. Ah, never mind. Fourth wall shattered. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Huh? What's got her so dejected? I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. What's going on behind the scenes, guys? What's going on? You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Yeah, I mean, she definitely is off. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Yeah, that's totally covering up. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh no, I can like see the inferiority complex. Like she sees herself as kind of like a weight on Sunohara's experience, or she feels inferior to the other girls or something like that. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Sunohara, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but is this like our like event? Because like, did our most recent poem or whatever select for Monika as opposed to Yuri this time? I don't know. Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Or is this like a general story mode event, whatever? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Yeah, nothing wrong with the girl who's usually, you know, bouncing off the walls with energy and optimism. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Sunohara. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Interesting. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. It's because you are part of the concern. Or at least related to it. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. I mean, arguably Monika is part of, you know, the problem too, or at least related to it, given that she's one of the girls that she's probably feeling inferior to. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Sunohara. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine when she's around you. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Sunohara. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I feel you, Monika. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Which other girl is gonna swoop in on me now? I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Probably intentional. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room, Yuri from the corner. I knew it! Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. That little game where it's like you catch someone looking at you, so you look at them and you know that they catch them, or they know that you caught them, and then they briefly look away, and you know, that game. Gotta love it. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you being able to tell that I was thinking like that? Because she's someone who does that all the time. Yo, I feel you, Yiddy. Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Yo, did I call that? Or did I call that from one introvert to another? Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I always appreciate lending a listening ear. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Or just, it's not necessarily romantic, it's quite the jump. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Seems so relieved now. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Sunhara. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I mean, I would say definitely that it exists, I just don't know what it is. Spoken like a true mathematician, proving the existence of something. Can't exactly define what it is or how many there are, but like, they exist. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Very true, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. You don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Yeah, she's totally probing to see like where she stands relative to Sayori. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Aw, that's a very like polite, respectable way of going about addressing someone that you feel like you're in competition with romantically. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I hope that, like, everything up until this point didn't culminate in that one decision, you know? And that's essentially what we've chosen now. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? No, I think it is. If anything, I think he was putting himself down. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. So more reading with Yuri? Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Oh, so there's no like special cutscene or anything like that for reading with Yuri this time? I wonder. I really wonder, because like every single time we've been reading with Yuri, and it's just kind of like how it's happened, right? Does that mean anything? Did that culminate in that one decision? Is that one decision gonna put me on the Sayori train now, rather than Yuri? Did I close that door? I'm a little bit confused. Obviously, don't answer for me. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna play through this game, you know, genuinely blind the first time. So, yeah. But I hope that it didn't close off. I don't think it would be good game design to have, you know, just one decision completely change the route, but rather, you know, prolonged evidence, etc., that would lead to it. So I feel like we're still on this Yuri route, given we've read with her 3 times now in this free time. And I think that's what the poems do, is they kind of shape where you spend this free time before whatever club activity for that day. And I don't know how much left there is in the game, right? I'd imagine everything's gonna go down at this festival. That's like when the, you know, the climax of the game will be and everything. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Like I said, I feel like this game is a time bomb. It's just ticking, and I'm waiting for all this darkness, all this negative emotion that's clearly under the surface to explode everywhere. Should be interesting. But I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. But until then, this is Moon Knight Zero, and this mission is complete.